Have you ever bought chili seeds or any other seeds and not got what you paid for? That's what I started this series for, to kind of expose that. Buying a bunch of seeds from eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and some other odd places that typically you get less than favorable results. The funny thing is, the results that I've had are quite a bit different to what I've expected. And I'm going to do something today in this video that I don't normally do in my videos. I try and remain somewhat neutral. I have some strong opinions, but this isn't the place for them. However, today I'm going to make an absolute statement. Chilli Kings, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Let's take a look at the results of these seeds that I started way back in January, I think it was. And I'll tell you the winners, the losers, and where my recommendations lie. Let's start down here. This corner is a plant from eBay. So it's a yellow Nagamoric and it's from eBay and the user is Tamra_80. Now, it looks like the pods are somewhat real. Those are not the pods from this plant. That's the next door plant, which we'll show you in just a sec. But if you have a look here, there is one. It's not the healthiest plant that I have. Now, the season has not been brilliant, but we still have a pod down here, and that's kind of true to form. Looks more like a fatale to me. Not the best plant, not the healthiest plant. So that's Tamra_80, but no real complaints there. Over here, this is a beauty. Just, well, number one, the leaves. Love all that. And then the pods. Look over there. This is a candy cane chocolate cherry, I believe. And oh, some beautiful pods on here. Have a look at that. What a stunning example. Hopefully that shows as vibrant on the camera as I can see it. But beautiful red, black striping. And lovely compact plant. I don't know whether it's meant to be much bigger. I have another one of these that is very similar. Compact plant. Obviously I am growing in smaller pots to accelerate the growth. This is from Red Dragon, and that's, I believe I got from Etsy, but they do have an online store as well. If you want to grow a beautiful looking plant, there you go. And I will be tasting one of these a little bit later in the video, so stick around for that. Hopefully it's not too hot because it is quite early in the morning. I'm not sure I want too much spice right now. This here is another plant from Red Dragon, and I believe it's the Big Mustard Mama. Some of these pods, like, I mean, that's what a Big Mustard Mama should look like in my eyes, but it has got some variants. You can see there, that pod's a bit rotted down. It is late in the season now, but it's a bit of a mix of different types here, but some stunning ones on this. I mean, look at that. That is huge. The Big Mustard Mama is not a stable variant as far as I know, pretty much anyway. Even the ones I sell, they're not fully stable, but still some lovely pods there. So again, another tick in the box for Red Dragon. Over here, another candy cane chocolate cherry. Just to confirm. So yeah, that's candy cane chocolate cherry and also from Red Dragon. Very similar results, so good consistency here. There's your pods. A little bit more orange actually, although that's just not fully ripened. But lovely striping on it. The leaves look amazing. Don't worry about that. That's a bit of chickweed, I think, or something that shouldn't be growing in there. But again, fairly consistent and quite a small, compact plant. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It'll be interesting to see what it's like growing in a bigger pot. If you take a look down the line here, you can see there is one plant that's really standing out. It's like double the height of all these other ones over here. Let's take a look at what that is. It's got some beautiful pods on it. So this is a Red Tiger from Holy Fire Chili Company. Actually another company that, yeah, I don't really have too many complaints about. Look at these pods. They're just stunning. So this is Red Tiger. Really enjoyed growing these. And obviously you can see how healthy this plant is. It's done so well. And again, it's the same size pot. It's been watered and fed exactly the same as my other plants. So there is consistency there, but this is stunning. And yeah, they start off this black and then they ripen up with some striping, and I think they end up fully red like that kind of thing, like a deep red. Over here is the Big Red Mama, another one from Red Dragon. And oh, look at that. Now you can not really see the scale of it until you put your hand nearby, or if I had a banana, I'd use that. But there you go, you can see that. Now I have got big red mamas actually in my other greenhouse, but this has still been consistent. I was worried actually in the beginning when I was growing this because I was noticing the pods were orange, not red, but that's just what they kind of start out. Well, they start out as this very light green, and then they end up going a bit orange, and then finally deep red. It does take a while, like with most chinends. But yeah, there we go. There's another one over there. Beautiful. So another tick in the box for Red Dragon. And here's another one from Holy Fire Chili Company. And this is from a packet of seeds they gave me, which was called Tiger Mix. So just a variety of tiger, I guess, are similar to these, but obviously a much smaller plant. Pretty little flowers. The pods, I mean, it's not too active, but it's got some pretty little pods, and it's a pretty little plant as well. So if you want a nice ornamental, and right next to it is another candy cane cherry. I grew quite a few of these because I just love the look of them. Candy cane chocolate cherry, and it's from Red Dragon. 7 days to germinate. They actually all took 7 days to germinate, all the chocolate cherries, so, or the chocolate candy cane, whatever you want to call them. But again, just beautiful. Look at that striping there. Over here is a prairie fire. This is a plant that, well, we had a pretty bumpy start with the seller. His name was Ed Rob on eBay, and he didn't send any label with his seeds. He just sent me a bunch of seeds, and I had no idea what it was, especially when I'm buying so many different seeds from different places. But I kind of figured it was him, and it was. And yeah, they're prairie fire, but look at them, just beautiful. Very nice plants. So Ed Rob did pretty well. If you want to look him up on eBay, Ed WROB_6210. So yeah, basket of fire. I thought eBay would be the one place where I'd get some really shoddy seeds, but no, did pretty well with both actually. I'm going to leave a list of the vendors that I purchased from for the series and my thoughts and a bit of a rating. But ultimately, I have been pleasantly surprised with the outcome of these seeds. You know, we've all experienced this if you've been growing chilies or any other plants for any length of time, that buying seeds from places like eBay and Etsy, you end up with things that are completely different to what you actually paid for. I've bought habaneros before that ended up being jalapenos, and yeah, it really put me off using places like that. So when I went into the series, I expected to get a similar result, but to be honest, it's been pleasantly surprising. Now, still do your due diligence when you are going to be purchasing from places like that. If it's a unknown or some random name on eBay, they don't really have a reputation to uphold, so you know, there's no reason for them to really do right by you. But if you are buying from people like Red Dragon or Holy Fire Chili Company, they're building a business here. They want to make sure that they get repeat business. So even if they do give you seeds that end up being wrong, they're going to correct it. They're going to help you out. They're going to refund, or they'll send you a voucher for next season or something like that. That's what I would do. If any of my seeds don't grow true from my store that you guys buy, I'll do my best to do right by you as well. So just keep that in mind if you are going to be buying these seeds. Let's move on to a company that makes me incredibly angry. Now, to be honest, when I first bought seeds from them, I knew what the outcome generally was going to be, but it's the fact that they outright lie. You know, when you buy seeds from an eBay vendor and you end up with something that doesn't look quite right, there could be an honest mistake being made there. Maybe they just packaged the wrong seeds by mistake. Maybe they didn't isolate properly, so you end up getting seeds that are hybrids. There could be a number of reasons, but they went in with good intentions. I'm not saying that's always the case, but with this company, they outright lied. Now, we'll show the listing up on the screen in case you haven't seen it. I know a lot of you have bought seeds from this company as well, and probably bought exactly the same seeds that I did. And it's just deceptive practices. And I am talking about Chilli Kings. So I just don't understand this. The pods themselves that I've grown out, they're pretty nice. There's nothing wrong with them. And it just blows my mind, just to make an extra buck. They're going to get a lot of newbies this year buying Pepper X seeds, especially that we've seen Pepper X now, I think it was in Iceland, the supermarket that we have here in the UK. I believe they're selling Pepper X flavored something or other. So, you know, people are going to try and buy Pepper X seeds again, and they're going to come up with the Chilli Kings listings. But if you are trying to find Pepper X seeds, They are not out there. They do not exist. They may exist fine in Ed Curries' lab or on his farm, but they are not out there in the public. He hasn't released them. So anything that you're buying that claims to be Pepper X is something completely different. So let's have a look at what I ended up with from these plants. The first so-called Pepper X is this one here. It has grown terribly. It has got a few pods on it. There's no gnarliness. There's a bit of wrinkles and stuff, but yeah, not a very healthy plant. The other two plants are actually pretty healthy, which is why I'm saying just sell them as what they are. Don't claim them to be something they're not. These here are meant to be Pepper X. That is not a Pepper X. If anything, it looks like a Hainan Yellow Lantern. If I'm being generous, maybe a 7-pot douglas. But does that look like any of the Pepper X pods that you've seen Ed show or talk about? No, they do not. So that's the plant. There's another one over here, and you can see it's exactly the same. This is a second plant, again from the same company. Lovely pods. Nothing wrong with the pods, nothing wrong with the plants. I'd be interested to hear if anybody else did buy from Chilli Kings. Let me know in the comments below if you had something similar, if it was the same pods or if you got some other random pods. I know that a lot of you mentioned buying Pepper X seeds from Chilli Kings when I did my first episode. Anyway, let's finish this video on a lighter note. I don't want to leave it with negativity. We're going to try one of these candy cane chocolate cherries. So let's go and pick one and see what it tastes like. I think that one looks enticing. I honestly have no idea what to expect with this. I'm going to grow this on regardless. I'm going to grow it on next year because it is a stunning looking plant. But if it also tastes good, then that's fantastic. So let's give this a try. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so there is no heat at all, but very, very sweet. Tastier than any sweet bell pepper or capsicum or whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. Man, that's delicious. A lot of seeds in that. So yeah, definitely growing that on next year. We'll see if we can make a bigger plant because I don't want them to be so compact because I want lots more pods on them. But nice snacking chili. I hope you enjoyed this series. I will be doing this one again next year. I didn't get any seeds from Amazon last year. And if there's any other vendors that you think I should try, then let me know in the comments down below, or you can send me a message through my website, and I would appreciate it. Now, actually, before I do drop off here, obviously I have a seed business. The point of this video is not to push you guys to go and buy seeds from me. There are plenty other amazing seed vendors out there. If you want to buy from me, I feel honored. Thank you so much. There's plenty other seed vendors out there. Hippie Seed Company are fantastic from Australia. So if you are in Australia, then it's definitely a go-to. But you can get them internationally as well from them. Fatali Seeds, big fan of his as well. He's obviously collaborated with me in the past for many years. Lovely guy, Yuka Fatali. And Red Dragon, go check them out. They got some really cool varieties. Matt's Peppers, he's great as well. There's just so many good quality seed vendors out there. And hey, if you want to list down in the comments below some of your favorite seed vendors that you've had good results from, please do that as well. I'm sure people that are watching this video would love to see that. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And until then, stay spicy.